Beekeeper here. Welcome. Hello, Alice. Hello, Willow. Hello, everyone. How are y'all this evening? It is 42 degrees, finally Fahrenheit, and back to a steady drizzle here in the Pacific Northwest. It's March. It's going to be in the low 40s and drizzling for the next week. That's just the way it is around here. It was nice yesterday and this morning, though. Got to get out a little bit over the weekend. That's always nice. Got a cheap little Minecraft Lego set at Five Below. So I now have a Hoglin and an Enderman and a hero with a bow on my desk here next to the monitor. Same over here, but more wind than wet. That should do the content warning. I am inappropriate for all audiences. I'm an old queer man with a queer family living in a queer-friendly city, in a state with legal weed, and I have strong political opinions and I cuss a lot. So, I ought to cover it. Let's move on. Let's see. I need to do a thing here. There we go. Do that thing. And get a happy noise. And see. There we go. And here we are. Been giving the game progression a little thought. I'm going to have to make a decision as to who I partner with at some point in the near future. Could happen tonight the way the cutscenes are going. If Garrick proposes, I really can't say no. I've partnered with Garrick before. He makes a terrific partner, but then so does Ira, and I'm pretty sure anybody else. Satan help us all, maybe even Gelrod. I mean, he is a romanceable character. If you can, get him to pay attention to someone besides himself. Pull a Stardew mod and partner with them all. There is an option, I think, available. But, yeah, I'll be continuing in a polycule. I'll just have a primary. The Pachans are cool with polyamory. They have no problem as long as everybody knows. Play. Let's do this. Oh, and episode 26. I have been playing this particular campaign for 6 months now. That's 26 weekly episodes. This finishes up 6 months of this. That suggests that secrecy is an option? Not really. The Pachans don't go in for keeping stuff like that from people. Albeit a bad option. It would be a bad option. Yes. Part of this game is, I mean, this is a very political game, and part of it is trying to show people how things might go if you did things certain ways. Here? Okay, that's crawl. Yeah. Okay, what all did I just end up with? I got 3 chutneys. I'm gonna toss those in there, and a pierogi. He sent me a plate of pierogi. Holy cow. Crawl sent me a plate of pierogies. Amazing. I hadn't realized I'd gotten that friendly with the guy. Whoops. Meant to pet you, not mount up. There we go. Gee, Josephat. Yeah. Apparently, we've just gotten along for a while here. And, can I put one back? Yes, I can. And let's go in here real quick and do the walk around with the sickle thing and see if anybody needs a trim. Okay, we're good. And I'll take care of the poo in a minute. I need to catch these folks while they are still in here, and you need to be inspected. You're a male. You're a Gen 2 male. This is maybe a problem. Let's have a look here. Let's go to the... Where's my stock book? This is not the right tab, is it? No, I need to be in there. Here we go. Here's my stock book. Okay. Gen 1, Gen 1, Gen 1, Gen 1... Gen 2, MO1, G, Gen 2. This is an Ibex. I already have a male for Gen 2. Shit. Keep him based on maybe having some gene pool here. Gen 2 MO1. This will be Gen 2 MO2. Options, rename, backstage, Gen 02-M-02, accept, okay. Oh, I don't feel good about coming up with a male here. You normally, I mean, it's it's good to have a backup herd sire, but depending upon how you're handling your genetic lines, you don't always need more than one. Guanaco. What have I got? I got Gen 1s, and I got a Gen 2 here. Let's try... That'll get me a Gen 3. Let's go for a Gen 3 in the Guanacos. There. Okay. Mango. Almonds. Let's see. This and that. Ooh, good quality horn. Cool. Just gonna hook all that in. Just keep the egg. Speak with Teddy. Oh, ooh, ah. Hey, Crawl. I imagine they do. Let's take this up around here where I can swap it in and drop that there, and presto, I have another pickled egg working. And okay, I'll harvest in a few minutes. Let's go and pull the pump while I'm here. Swing down around here because I want to drop off stuff. Drop that off. And then I've got a few slots available. Let's go see what I got for Or, ooh, I'm going to have a lot of pineapple. Alrighty. I am waiting for the end of summer, which happens in just a couple of days. At that point, a lot of these crops will die off. And I want to redo this area, get rid of the ollas. They have served their purpose. And replace them with channels coming up from the pump. Okay, now what else have I got that I can harvest? Let's just look here. Garbanzos go summer into fall. This millet here is ready to harvest. And that sea kale. What else have I got here? Amaranth. Let's see, something that goes summer into fall. How's my butternut squash? Butternut squash goes summer into fall. So I can load up on the butternut squash here and not worry about hitting end of season. Uh-oh, dropping stuff. And got my millet knowledge up. I'll come back for the stuff I dropped in a minute. And sea kale has maxed out. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, let's see. Let's look here at what we got. I got this and this and this and this and this all going in. Oh, hi, Wolf. Okie doke. Back over here, pick up the stuff that I didn't have room for in my inventory the first time around. Okay, that's everything done here. I need to drop off some stuff. This and that. There we go. Have I got any tool options with you? Yeah, we could do the bronze hoe. Let's do the bronze hoe. There we go. Yeah, I know. Bugger off, you're working. That's just acre. Hey, greens added. There we go. Already had some, but got a bit more now. Need to start thinking about high production of high quality food, but I mean, everything I do is high production technically, but I'll bump. Oh, somebody I should talk with. The wolves give their respect to who they will give their respect to, and you just have to cope with that. That's just the way it is. That's an interesting statement. Some of the wolves in the forest are probably my grandpups. That's an interesting statement coming from Akka. Let's see. Anybody out here today? Yeah, I got somebody over here. Let's work my way back around that direction. Who is over here? Oh, whoever it is, they're leaving. Well, that's to you too, I guess. I still need to do some cutting here. Gotta get the hay in. Do not pet the fuzzy cow. Things you have to tell people sometimes, you know. I am having to rethink my ergonomics since I moved one of the monitors permanently over to my personal system. Yeah, I'm having to rethink how I'm sitting. Okay. Yep. "84 bales of hay." If these are square bales, is a thumping big truckload. If it's round bales, that's a storage barn full. It is 7:55 and I still have some stamina. I can see it's starting to get dark. Yeah, I know. But I got time here to do a little bit of work here. Never hurts. Go on and do a little more field clearing. You know. Alrighty. Gets me a good quantity of stuff there. Got compost ready for in the morning. Take note of that. Hardware changes are always a little weird. What have I got going here? The usual nonsense here, just making sure of what's here. Let's move the food here, the travel rations, out of the work box and put them up, well, put them up here in the blue, which would be a better option rather than cluttering up what was my medicinal herbs. This stuff. Okay. Yeah, let's move that stuff out of here. Take the mushrooms up to the shed, since they're probably going to get used in making cheese. Okay. The sponge is kind of a random item. I really don't know what to do with it right now. And that's full. Well, I have an overflow box for a reason. Did anything new light up here? Probably not, but it never hurts to check. Okay, cool. I am fine on assorted foodstuffs right now. Don't see a need to go mucking about in the kitchen making stuff I've already made. Let's see. While we're there, let me flip over to, where is it? Oh, come here. There we go. Just looking at my achievements, I've got 45 of the 62 achievements available in Roots of Pacha. Been a little while since I picked one up. Next project is meditation area. Cool. 1816. Starting to get some heavier stuff here. Some of the... Oh, it's going to rain. Some of the achievements remaining include... Oh, come on, you. Move. There we go. Ooh. I can always use extra 10. Alrighty, let's see. Let's pick up the compost. Poke my nose in, see if anybody needs any special attention. Oh, I got some horse poo. I gotta clean up the horse poo. Horse poo goes in the composter with the regular poo and makes super compost. And I think, yeah, I've got a regular poo down here. I've said before on multiple streams, farming is mostly about moving poo from one place to another. Aha! Yeah, you should be being auto-petted at this point, taken care of by the kids. And you, okay, it was just the one. Okay. Cool beans. Have a quick look at the fruit trees. Anything popping here? No? Fine and dandy. We'll check on the hay baler later. It's still running. Let's zoom up here and just lay down some compost here, and then, oh my goodness, harvest the sea kale. We'll replace with butternut squash again. We're still because it'll work out well. Uh-oh. I've run out of butternut squash seeds. Let's look at sweet potatoes are a summer into fall. I've only got 4 of them, but that will get me through a couple of spaces, and that may be all I need. Yeah, I need to go talk to Uncle Igork, and oh boy. Okay, I gotta go unload. Drop that and that here. Get that onto there. This last bit of sea kale going in here. And drop that in, and then I have harvesting. Oh my god, I have harvesting. And then I gotta go talk to Uncle Igork. Uncle Igork's Honest Farm Supplies. Something like that. I mean, there's room for a joke here that Igork would probably make himself if he had the cultural reference. Yeah, I'm going to be dropping stuff all over the damn place here. That's okay. I'll come back and load up on whatever I was not able to carry the first time. Off we go. Seeds. Go in the seed pouch, not into the inventory. Let's see. This, and that. Coming into the end of summer, and the harvests are coming in thick and fast. IRL, about this season, I was spending part of Saturday canning tomatoes for about 4 or 5 weeks straight. The tomatoes, the Roma tomatoes that did so incredibly well. I had a crisper drawer full of Roma tomatoes by the weekend. we put up tomato sauce and homemade salsa because I was also growing jalapenos. I miss being able to grow my own veg, damn it. Oh, the tomatoes go in there because I've got plenty of star quality tomatoes already. Now let's see, who all is here? Dillride. You more than most. I don't know if you caught that, but they've taught the wolves to yawn on command, and Gelrod will stop talking if he thinks the wolves are bored. It's being useful. Oh Lord. Okay. Hey Zelk. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Here's the rest of the crew. Speaking of fun, let's see. I just want to max out on the butternut squash right now, and I'll worry about anything else later. Okay, that gets a lot of social interactions there, including some people that are harder for me to get around to than others. Okay, 310, and I think, yeah, let's just go on and start and go down, do a little work here. Oh, hi. I do have that, and if I have something to throw in there, that would be nice. What have I got? I got a tomato. Tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. Okay, let's see. No, damn it. Okay, switch over. I'm partly trying to get all the tall grass because it tends to spread. Unlike Stardew Valley, stuff does not generally reappear once cleared. But the tall grass is meant for is fodder, and it's graze, and so it will regrow. Okay. It's getting dark. Let's see what I can do here. What can I do here? What have I got? I think I have some wild rice. I have a couple of oats. And that's about it for greens. Hmm. Not what I was hoping to find. Oh, hey, here we go. Got a new thing. Any squash, any vegetable, any meat, go. Mostly lurk mode right now. I can dig it. Meat-filled squash. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Stuffed squash with meat in. Alright, let's see what else we got. Needing stuff I don't have. Oh, here we go. Any oil, oregano, and any egg. Sounds like a frittata. It is a frittata. Hurrah! I had an absolutely amazing frittata not too long ago. There is an Assyrian place downtown. Really not any more expensive than any of the other ethnic places, and they've got a food truck. And on the weekend they do a brunch menu that has two different frittatas. It's an herbed the one I had was an herbed frittata with feta cheese, chopped mint sprinkled over the top, and pomegranate seeds. It was really interesting. Having a frittata that had crunchy bits in was kind of an experience. I'm not seeing anything here needs to be processed, or for that matter. Yeah, this is all just stone and some flint and extra wood and fiber and stuff. Looking at what I might want to go on and process here, let's grab one of these, run it out to the fermenter, make it into wine, so that I have more wine for vinegar making. Not that I need a lot more wine for vinegar making, but... Oh, olives. These are decent quality olives. Let's go on and run them out and make oil of them. It'll give me some better quality olive oil. It'll give me some decent quality olive oil. It's not better quality. I'm not getting that level of produce out of the tree yet. Got a long time, I think, before that's going to happen. But there's some olive oil. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. That gets me some oil in there. Which means I can now make this. Olive oil and dried fruit, and it goes to the oven, and we get oil cake. Okay. I suppose. Rich and moist dessert with just a touch of sweetness and a tang of citrus. Sounds good. What else we got? Anything? Anything? Bueller? Okay, we're good. It's 11 o'clock. Quit farting around in the kitchen and go to bed. I've had to be told that before. We work toward the meditation area. I have turned in 1559 today. I'm at 13,265. I have the 12,000 points I need to get an upgrade on an animal shed. So, first, let's swing by and just check up on everybody. Then move on over here. Whoops. Damn it. Really wish I could manage to not do that. It's frustrating and annoying. Okay, there we go. There's one, and you. And you. Okay, I got 3 fleeces here, 2 of them better quality. This is nice. How are we looking here? Good. How are we looking down here? 88. There we go. 2 full stacks. Trees. Okay. How we doing here? Anybody in need of a milking pail? We'll speak now. Okay. This one, I need to talk with Crawl. There he is. Hey, dude. Okay. Can't do the storage shed yet. Large animal shed. I think I could do this one. Large animal shed. Which one? Do I want to do the guanaco or the ibex? They both need to be done. Let's do the ibex. Upgrade. Accept. Boom. There goes 12,000 points. Whee. Okay. Drop off the animal fur. Pip, pip. Whew. Cheese. Just one. Up and around. Over and through. I have some millet available. I have a pump that I need to pull the handle on. And I can switch over to butternut squash. Which is also worth a reasonable amount of points as far as the crop goes. It's like for contributions. Can't please everybody. Dang it. I have become much more aware that I don't blink enough or look away from the screen often enough since getting my eyes done. Having to develop better habits to take care of some very expensive optics that I've had installed. Okay, let's see. Got a bunch of stuff here. I am out of space. Okay, cool. Off we go, off we go. I got magic compost available. Okie doke. Compost is added in. Let's see, it is 12:20. Anybody hanging around that I want to talk with? Oh, I want to talk with that. Yeah, wouldn't put it past her to actually do it. That cute little blonde girl there who carries a hammer instead of a dolly. Yeah, she invented bronze smelting and is one of the founders of the Intertribal Idea Council. Okay, 12:50. Let's go smash rocks. Oh, you know what? Instead, I need to pop into the jungle because I've got crops growing. Suddenly realized, when was the last time I went and harvested in the jungle? Oh, shoot. Could be a problem. Huh. I do need the contribution points. Oh boy, do I need the contribution points. I'm hitting a point in the game where I'm generating more contribution points, but at the same time, I need a lot more. Things are getting more expensive. Okay, there's nothing going on up there. Doesn't hurt to check. Oh, I gotta get another shed built so that I can do chickens. What's this? That's pineapples? Okay, have I got any? I got pineapple seeds. I just grabbed pineapple seeds. There. Okay. Let's see. What have I got? I got tomatoes. I got beans. I'm dropping beans. I got peas. Okay. Zoom off here. Just took a wrong turn here. It's right here, dingbat. The land. Good news being, there's a contribution bin right here. In goes all of that. Keep the star quality beans. Jungle. Okay, I got a empty space in my inventory, which means I have picked up everything that was here. Cool. Okay, back to the land. Drop in this, and that. And then I'm going to switch over and go do stuff here. Yeah, I'm being a little loud. Ibex is like, I'm trying to nap here. Oops. Not the direction I thought I was pointing. What I would really like is to be able to auto switch between the various tools, you know? That would be nice. Okie doke, there we go. Whew. It's a lot of land cleared. Good news. 27th. Tomorrow's the 28th. That should be about to wrap up the, let's see. Let's go here. Oh, where's... Shoot. This, and I need to talk to Acre about the hoe. Not finding. There we go. Yeah, I got one more day. And then we hit fall. At which point, I'm going to need to be ready here. I'm going to need a lot of irrigation stuff. So let's look at crafting. Let's see. Bring up the crafting interface and look at... I'm going to need irrigation extenders, which means I need yarn. These... I'm going to go and craft 40 of them, yes. I may need quite a few. Let's see. I have got... Here's a bunch of boar fur yarn. And let's look at these, and I can make 2. Oh, hardwood. Hardwood. Gotta cut hardwood again. However, here's 2 extenders. And some beans. Said to be a musical fruit. Let us see what happens here, if anything. Nothing. Okay. Insert GIF of Yukon Cornelius. And nothing. Okay, got a bunch of stuff. Got some compost because it's used for making herb growers and mushroom growers. Got some various and sundry other stuff. Here's 2 extenders and a buttload of irrigation trench, and I need to cut hardwood. Save and go to sleep. Hydrate. 791. Working my way back up. Working my way back up. Spent a lot. Okay, I got a new baby. Got a new guanaco. Alrighty. Let's see what I get here. Let's see. Oh, hey, dried fish. Yay. And I gotta talk to Acre sometime today. Let's poke in here. What do we got? We got an egg. Got a boar wants a trim here. Okay, less shaggy boar. Happier boar. Fiber animals that are get very unhappy if you don't if they're not sheared. They've been bred to be sheared on a regular basis, and if you don't shear a sheep, it starts dreadlocking and it just gets bad. Sure, you're a female. Gen 3 female. Yay, let us look at the stock book and see what I got here for G. Have I got... Okay, G Gen 2. This little bugger, wherever it went. There you are, there she is. Inspect. Is Gen 3. Rename G-Gen 3-F-01, I believe. Accept. And at some point I gotta start thinking about culling the herd. Yeah, I am kind of kicking that one down the road here. Let's go drop a thing here that I can go on and drop, and those. That gets 2 things out so that I can then get these. Nothing here, move on. That's doing fabulous. Rock on. Okay, there we go. Pardon me, hyper-focusing a bit. I'm still here. Okay, onward, onward. Last day of this season. Don't need to edit the stuff yet. Pull the pin. Get me the butternut squash seeds. There we go. And let's start. Here and just. Oops. Overload, overload. Off to the bin I must go. To the contribution bin. It's not quite like going to the bat poles now. Okay, there we go. Still got some butternut squash for my kitchen. Alright, what else have I got? I dropped some stuff here. I dropped some amaranth. Got it, okay. Got that picked up. Got another squash up here. What have I got? Anything? No, don't think so. Let's switch to the watering can. Zip. Zip. And zip, and I'm not going to bother with the ollas because I'm going to take them out tomorrow. Okay. Let's go drop stuff at the bin. Well, 50. be good to make one last run up through the forest before the end of... Oh boy. Yeah, good luck. This is my third campaign of Roots of Pacha, and I've never managed to solve that one. I need hardwood. There's no hardwood here. This is all fir, pine. Let's go back over here and see if I can find some hardwood before I go looking for... And I need to talk to Acre. Hasn't been that long since I last did a sweep for hardwood. I think we're gonna find more. Well, why don't we go up through the woods and up the mountain and see if I find anything that counts as hardwood. Here we go again. Can't reach that one. Oh, that's a fruit tree, isn't it? Seems like I ought to be able to cut this stump here. Looking for what I can cut for wood here. And of course, you know, let's pick up the free seeds while I'm here. Cannot cut these stumps. Well, that got me a bunch of stuff, but not what I was looking for. Just because something doesn't do what you meant it to doesn't mean it's useless. Let's swing south here on my way back around and see if there are any hardwood trees. Yes, there are. Here we go. Hmm. There we go. That gets me a fair amount of stuff. Hopefully. We'll find out momentarily. I'm going to get to the house first before I do anything else. Take these and go and turn them into juice. Okay. Sure, I got my hand on the right keys here. There we are. And that goes. And this and that. Okay. Drop off this. And that. Check this. Nope, nothing new. Okay, cool. Got a little bit of stamina left. Let's see. Got some yarn. Got some fur. Let's go spin this fur. Excuse me. Caffeinate. Okay. Dilute. Okay. Still working toward the meditation area. A little slow because I'm being a little slow. 589 at the end of summer. Fall 1. Here we go. Big change in the fields. Pet bun. Check this. Still haven't talked with... Heck, damn it. Drop that off. Deal with that in a minute. Okay. In here. Anybody need attention? No? Okay. Down here. Swing in. Oh, good gosh, look at this. And now I've got an auto collector. There we go. That took care of that problem. All right. I'll be finding all the products. That one's now got an auto collector for product. Hot diggity. Okay. Animals are seen to. Let's go deal with Pumpkin. Go deal with this. Ignore everything for the minute. Okay. Remove. Okay, and then I need to switch tools to this, and sadly I'm going to have to do a little clearing here. This work. Let's go get, all right. Got an awful lot of stuff here. Okay, and back to this, and then click over to here, and let's go on and harvest these. I'll have to come back and pick some of them up. That's okay. All right. Get to more of that in a minute. Let's go unload. Then I gotta go get the supplies to be able to build in the new stuff. And I need to drop off these ollas. Okay, there's the new bronze hoe. The new bronze hoe. Hurrah. In here, drop this off, pick up this and this. Drop off this and this. And back out. Cheese, cheese. Cheese made. Onward. Okay. This. Okay. That's just, I may have to discard that top end there. Okay, got that one done. This needs to come on around. Which means it needs... Nope. We'll need an extender here. Get that. I think it's worth it here. We'll put in the extender and up here, and then we go whap and whap. No. Here. And connect, connect, connect. Okay, we're just going to discard this stuff at the top here. It's just not going to get used. Alright, let's pull the pump. And then look at using the new bronze hoe. Pretty impressive. I can hit both sides of the at the same time. Both sides of the trench there at the same time. Okay, we'll whack that. We'll whack this, this, and this. I need to decultivate some of this in order to not accidentally plant it. At which point, the north field is, I think, fully automated. Automated as it's going to get. From this one irrigation pump here, I can now water this entire area. Phenomenal. Coconut. Ooh, I got my coconut knowledge up. Yay! That makes me happy. And that coconut is going to go off. Let's see, can I pick that up? Yes, I can. Hello. Let's talk with you. Okay, put this away. This is going to go around elsewhere. I'm going to drop that in here. Go pick up this and this. And there we go. Like a pickled squash. I don't, actually. Heh. Okay. Well, sometimes similar is not a good thing. It's possible to be two alike and end up butting heads. Speaking from experience. Okay, this is going to go down here. we'll think about putting it in with hardwood at some point. Not right now. I don't have the hardwood to spare, I don't think. Not sure. I also don't have that much wine in the moment. Okay, day 1 of fall. Anything here? No. Okay, cool. I do wish it would get some new music for the evening. This is really incredibly repetitive and kind of annoying about it. Let's go on and get something out into the fermenter here. Let's not leave this unattended here. Okay, anything else I need? Process. Yeah, this fur here. That away. Oh, a flower arrangement. I need a table to put that on. I've got kind of a thing here, maybe. Is it that kind of a table? Can I maybe put this on it? Oh. It's freestanding, okay. Well, let's just put it right here for now. There. Okay, do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. We are still working toward the meditation area. 804 points on fall on the first day of fall is not bad. First day of a new season. I'm mostly coming up with stuff that's tail end of last season. Okay, what do we got going on there? There's a poo. What? Not sure I care about that. Alright. Fine. Onward. Good grief. We've got neighbors moving out and moving in, and the thumps and booms and are driving E-string completely batshit. Okay, look at that. Milk and horns collecting here, and I just had to go pick them up. I'm just going to let that accumulate for right now. Okay, up to here, and let's pop this and that into there. Up and around. Up to here, and pull the pin. And that waters the entire field. This entire field gets watered in one action. Phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. Okay. I have one pepper to turn in. That's a little sad. Oh, hi. And look who it is. Ooh, I love tamales too. Yes. Cutscene with Voda. And we've gone to the pyramid. This is such an interesting place. Uh-oh. Being here feels so meant to be. Do you think it is? Destiny, I mean? I do at this point. My character was very much picked out and destined for a thing. I think so too, but sometimes I'm not sure. Growing up, the elders would say I was destined for great things. I think you've done great things, Voda. But it wasn't until I started traveling that I felt like I was actually doing anything great. When I returned home, my old clan would gather around the leader's fire to hear about my adventures. I'll never forget telling my clan about my first trip. I had come across a Pacha tree growing out of some moss-covered ground when I heard someone yell. "You're making the dirt fall! Get down from there, Augie!" Get down from where? I took a few steps. Is this down? An angry face of a white-haired woman popped out from a hole in the ground. "Who are you?" After getting over our initial shock, I soon learned she was Pachan, and her clan built their houses by carving into the ground. Their stone-lined homes had a warm, earthy scent and a coziness not unlike our own. Her clan traveled between two trees, but she preferred to stay at the warmer location. I mean, you get old. I understand this. One of her sons, Augie, would travel back occasionally to check on her. My clan was fascinated by their homes and hearing about an elder living alone, but that elder told me something I'd never forget. When my clan worries, I tell them the spirits want me here and they leave me alone. Oh, she's thinking. Was I doing the same thing? Saying the spirits lead me, but in reality I just randomly picked a direction? Well, with my tracking skills, I was bound to find a clan sooner or later. Could it all be a coincidence? It doesn't matter. True. Questioning my choices won't get me any answers. Whatever it was that brought me here, I'm glad that it happened. I always thought I'd live out my days traveling, but here I am now, living in one place and wanting nothing more than to kiss you. Kiss her. You mean a lot to me. Oh boy. If it's destiny or luck, I'm glad we're here now. Looking at this amazing structure together. Do you think our clan will leave anything behind like this? Our ideas? We have done a lot, haven't we? Even my well idea has helped make things easier. Oh, absolutely. We'll do great things here. I know it. Oh, oh wow. I really thought Voda was going to ask me to form a union there, and I was like, oh my god, I have... Yeah, wow. Holy shit, that was... Okay. That was a long cutscene, and I kept expecting, okay, we're not quite there with Voda. Oh boy, but we're close. And... Oh hey, thank you, Jizu. She's kind of scattered, but she's really a nice person, you know? And I'm gonna go on and... Wow. Wow. Whoa. Voda is romanceable now, and is not a character I've had a relationship with, and I'm kind of interested in how that would work out. What kind of partner would she be? Interesting to think about. I really thought she was gonna just go on and let fly with. You want to form a union with me and maybe, like, you know, grow old together and have children and stuff? And I'm like, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm really not sure. I'm kind of waiting to see where this playthrough goes to see who I end up with. Yeah. I'm going to go to the beach. Partly because I haven't been there yet this session. And there's always useful stuff at the beach. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, hitting it twice isn't going to help. I see boards. That means there's probably Yakuans here. Let me switch over to the default tool here. And... coconut. Okay, the wild coconuts will help bring up my knowledge of coconuts. Would like to get that brought up. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Fortunately, it will forget about it if I go away. Okay, got some useful resources and talked with Crack. Who's a little bit difficult to get to know because now I have to go find him. Let's see. Let's swing this direction a second. Already spoken with you. Okay, cool. Off we go this way. Let's see. I'm going to talk with Zelk and try a trade and see if he's got anything interesting. Wild coconut milk sour cream. Sour cream is something that I haven't done much with. Cassava seeds. Not to be eaten raw. Okay, give him one of those back. Do. And that gave me new seeds. Ah, there we go. Zelk finally had something useful. Ha! About bloody time. Okay, and now have cassava. And I know where I can go plant it. Let's go do the thing. Now we are in autumn, and I'm not oh, that tree is fruit is flowering in the fall. Let's go to the jungle. Yes. Hey, mango knowledge. Yay, raising the mango knowledge. Hooray for raising the mango knowledge. Let's see. Cassava seeds that I just got. There we go. We'll plant the cassava seeds. Hey, none of that. How we doing here on base? I'm out. Let's come back for the peas. Oof. In. Keep the mango. And back to the jungle. Okie doke. There we go. That gets the cassavas planted and a bunch of stuff into the contribution bin. Start working on getting some points going on here. Okay, wild mango goes to this thing here. Gets turned into juice. Gets dropped in here. I grab the egg and take the egg out, and the egg gets brought around and hucked into here. Hop into here, grab the vinegar and one of these. Okay, vinegar goes into here and crappy wine goes into there to become good vinegar. Justin Wilson said never cook with something you wouldn't drink, but he didn't say nothing about making vinegar out of it. Have we got any new recipes available? Doesn't look like it. Not surprised, haven't brought any new crops in. Got a new seed, got cassava. Got cassavas now. So there will be cassava in the future, just not at the moment. It's growing. It's growing, be patient. Using the jungle as an incubator. This is just magnificent. Look at this. Just the sheer scale of this has just gone off the charts. Those butternut squash come in, it's gonna be just utterly wild in terms of the points coming in. Got it. Got the ibex shed fully automated. Will now produce much unattended. I just have to make sure. Let's inspect. Add materials, max. Contribute there. That's just contribution points being poured in to keep it going. No, there's poo. There's always poo. Add materials, max it, contribute. Boom. And go take care of this one while I'm doing them. There we go. That'll get them for 40 days. Make rain for 40 days and 40 nights and wait for the sewers to back up. No, I'm not going to cite that one. Okay, that's pretty much, I think, the extent of it here. $10:30 here. Save and go to sleep. So close. 835. There we go. The shells helped a little bit. The big points came from the pickled butternut squash. And that also brings us around to the top of the hour. At which point I get to do the outro here. Thank you so very much for having been here for the past 2 hours and joining me in a more supportive, more kinder environment than we all live in. Um, if you have enjoyed this stream, the previous VODs are on YouTube. URL is in your lower right. There's also rather a lot of Minecraft and a bunch of other stuff, some other games. Speaking of other games, upper left has the streaming schedule for the team, the truck community streamers. There's stuff going on every day of the week. Platformers, horror games, all sorts of stuff going on. Check out the schedule. I will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel, 6 p.m. Pacific time, with more of the Pachans and the Mograne and the Yaquins as they work things out and build better lives for themselves. Before then, I will be back Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time, with Minecraft Trains and Tech. I have been building a railway, got the passenger concourse built. I'm working on village stations. There's automation, there's all sorts of fun stuff. Model railroading done in Minecraft so it doesn't take up a room of the house. So, that brings us to the end of the stream, and thank you so much for having been here.